Okay, student, let us continue with the mux topic. And in the last class, we have seen the basics of multiplexers and about 74151 and 153, right? So today we have 74xx10, that is 16:1 mux. So 16:1 mux. So how many inputs, how many input lines we have? 16. D0, D1, D2 till D15. So yesterday somebody had asked me a doubt, what is the difference between input lines and select inputs? These are inputs, 16. These are input lines. 1 is the output. For a 16:1 mux, that is 74xx150, output is active low. For this output is active low, that is why I have written bubble here. So let me call this as A. Let me call this as A. Okay. So now these are input lines. 16:1 mux. 16 are inputs. 1 is the output. And what is a mux? It selects 1 out of n input lines. So 16:1 mux selects 1 out of 16 input lines. How? How it will select? Based on what? Using the select inputs. Based on the select inputs. So how many select inputs will we have for this? 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 is a no. 16 is equal to 2 power 4. So 4 select inputs. N is equal to 2 power m. If n is the input lines, m will be the select inputs. So for 16 inputs, I should have or a mux should have 16 select lines. So this is select line, select input. Okay, so this is select input. Okay, let me call this as WXYZ. Okay, so I call this as WXYZ. I write it here. So till D15, these are the inputs, and WXYZ. WXYZ. These are the 4 select inputs. You can write here also select inputs, but since I need to extend this for 16:1, 32:1 mux, I have written the select inputs here. So these are the inputs. This is output. To select 1 out of 16 inputs, I should have 4 select inputs. So how the circuit is going to work? Select inputs WXYZ. If the select input is 0, 0, if this select input is 0, 0, 0, 0, D0 will be transferred. Output is D0. A is D0. If the select input is 0, 0, 0, 1, output will be D1. Since it is active low, it is just like D0 bar, D1 bar. So if it is 0, 0, 1, 0. If you give the select input as 0, 0, 1, 0, D2 will be selected. So output is D2. Like that, the mux is going to work. So now what is our question? Use 74xx150, 16:1 mux to form 32:1 mux. 32:1. So how many inputs? 32 inputs. How many output? There should be only one output. And for 32 is equal to 2 power 5. How many select inputs? 5. So now I have to configure 32:1 mux using 74xx150, that is a 16:1 mux. So for 16:1 mux, 16 inputs will be there. I want to configure 32:1 mux. So I must use one more 74150, is it not? So 2 16:1 mux are required to configure 32:1 mux. So I will go for one more 74xx150 as I am forming 32:1 mux. In 32:1 mux, we will have 32 inputs. So 16 inputs already I have here, 16 input lines. So second mux will have 16 more. So if this will be D15, D16, D17, D18, D19, same way till D31. From 0 to 31. So how many inputs? 16 plus 16. 32 input lines. Again for this we will have one more output, that is, let me call this as B. Okay. And for this also we will have 4 more inputs. W, X, Y, Z. So I will call this as W, X, Y, Z. And one more, along with this, we will also have one more input, that is enable. Enable input. Enable input will be active low. So enable input. So this is enable. Same way here also I have one enable input, that is active low. So if we are giving 0 for that enable input, only then the mux will be active. Otherwise no. So important, enable input should be connected to 0 as it is active low. When you connect this to logic 0, the mux will be active and you are going to get the mux selects one out of n input lines and that logic value of that input will be transferred to the output. Otherwise, if you are giving the enable input as 1, output will be 0. In this case, output will be 1 because the output line is active low, right? So now, look at the connection. Now I have 16 inputs, 16 inputs. 32 inputs I have. And I must have only one output. I'll see what can be done here. First, let us decide the select inputs. Here 4, here 4. Now, before I do some modifications here, first let me understand what is a 32:1 mux and how it is going to work. 32:1 mux. 5 select inputs V, W, X, Y, Z. So, if input select line is 0, 0, 0, 0, D0. 0, 0, 0, 0, 1, D1. These are the input lines. These are the select inputs. Depending on the select inputs, 1 out of 32 inputs will be transferred to the output, right? So, if the select input is 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, D0. 0, 0, 0, 0, 1, D1. 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, D2. Like that, if you write the complete truth table, so from D0 to D31, you are going to get the output. And just have a look at the truth table. The MSB bit, that is V, the input variable V, this input will be, V input is taking 0 for the first 16 combinations and V input is taking 1 for the next 16 combinations. So now what I can do is, I can make the first 16:1 mux to work for this combination and second 16:1 mux for the next 16 combinations. And this V can be used as an enable input here. This V can be used as an enable input. So if V is 0, the first mux should work. So connect enable input to V. If V is 0, the first enable input will work, first mux will work. For the next 16 combination, V will become 1 automatically. So when V will become 1, this mux is inactive. It is not active as you have given 1 to enable. But when V is equal to 1, this mux should work. So I need to do something here. Some connections, modifications has to be done here, but this is the logic. So V will be equal to 0 for first 16 combinations. So first multiplexer will be used here. For the next, second mux. So from 0, 0, 0, 0, 0 to 0, 4 months, D0 to D15. D0 to D15 you are going to get. For the next combination, next 16 combination, D16 to D31. D16 to D31 you are going to get. Hope you can see the, okay. D16 to D31 you can get. So now, what modifications I have to do here? So what can be done here is, you can connect a NOT gate. Otherwise, this is how the connection. Okay. This is given to a this is given to a NAND gate. This is a NAND gate. This is a NAND gate used as a NOT gate. You can use a NOT gate otherwise. But since in your textbook they have used a NAND gate, let me use the same gate. This is working as a NOT, you know. This is working as a NOT. Now, what is the value of V for the first 16 combination? 0, right? So if V is 0, 0 is coming here. So now what will you do with W, X, Y, Z? W is connected to W and that is called as W. This is W and X will be connected to X of second mux. So this will be okay. So X is connected and you can call this as X. So this is W, this is X. Y to Y, Y to W. I'm sorry. This is okay. This is W, right? W we have not connected. W, X, Y, Z. So X to X, X to, okay, X to X, right? W, so this is W. So W and W we can connect and call this as W, okay? And X to X, this is X, X and X are connected, and Y and you can call this as X, Y and Y are connected, so this will be Y, okay? Z, Z, so you can call this as, this is W, X, Y and this will be Z. And what is this? You have connected enable input. I will write in big, you have connected enable input, okay? And you can call this as V. So V, W, X, Y, Z it is. V, W, X, Y, Z like that, okay? Otherwise, just to not to confuse you, I will take this as W, I will take this as X. So this is your Y and this is your Z. Am I correct? Yes. And now enable input of this will be taken. I will write the enable input for this IC here. So this is enable. Enable input is connected through a NOT gate and this is what? V. So V, W, X, Y, Z. Correct? Okay. So now when V is equal to 0, this enable input is taking 0. So first mux will be on and 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, D naught as output, 0, 0, 0, 1, D1, 0, 0, 1, 0, D2, like that till D15. Okay. Next, for the next combination, V is equal to 1. So V is equal to 1. So if you are giving V as 1, 1 and 1, it is 0. So now you are getting 0. Now 0 for this enable, but 1 for this enable. So this is off. This is not acting as a mux. Now this is used as a mux, and you are going to get D16, D17, D18, D19 till D31. So you are getting two outputs here. Again, this will be connected to a. Okay. So these two, out of these two, I must get one, right? So these will be connected to a bubbled. Why? Because outputs are acting low. It can be complemented by using a bubbled gate, bubbled OR gate. So this is your F. Okay. So if D naught is 0, that will be bubbled and you will be getting it as output. And whatever the input value, logic value you are going to give here, the same you are going to get it as output. Okay. So if you have for first 16 combination, this will be A is the output from D naught to D15. From D16 to D31, here you are going to get the output. So D naught to D15, first 16 is to 1 mux, D16 to D31, the second 16 is to 1 mux. So if D naught is having 1, here you will be getting it as 0, again bubble 1, anything, or the output you are going to get it as 1. So if in case if you have 0 for that particular line, 0 complement it, you will be getting it as 1 here, again complement 0. So anyway, this will be off, so you are going to get 0 here. Okay. So this is how 32:1 mux will be configured by using the 16:1 mux. So this is how 16:1 mux is expansion of 16:1 mux as 32:1 mux. But this is not asked in your examination, but since it is there in your textbook, I thought I'll explain this. But the logic is very simple, where the MSB bit is used as the enable input. Okay, this is not a new topic. For decoder expansion also we have used the same concept. MSB bit is used as an enable input, as the MSB bit will be having 0 for half set of input combinations. For the other half set it will be having 1. So now the next topic we will be working out problems on multiplexer. Okay, so now let us take down the first problem. So this is going to be one of the application of MUX, multiplexers as Boolean function generators. So we have used decoders as Boolean function generators, right? So same way here also, multiplexers can be used as Boolean function generators, which is even more simpler than decoders. Decoders we do need an external gate, right? Bubbled OR, bubbled NOR, NAND, and we've used depending on the mean terms, max terms, depending on whether the outputs are active low or active high. But here the Boolean function generators using multiplexers is even more simpler than decoders. Look how it is. See, the first question is, what is the question? Implement f of x, y, z is equal to summation 1, 2, 4, 5, 7. How many variables we have? 3. So you have to select a multiplexer which has got 3 select inputs. 3 select inputs. 3 select inputs means 2 power 3, that is 8. So you have to go for 8:1 marks. 3 select inputs, 8:1 marks, correct? So 8:1 marks. Here they have not told us to use the IC, otherwise you can even use the IC. What is the IC number we have? 74LS151. So how many inputs? 8 inputs. D0, D1, D2, D3, D4, D5, D6 and D7. And along with this we also have one enable input. Am I correct? Enable input we have. So let me write the enable input also, which is active low. So enable input, active low. So in order to use the IC, I must connect the enable input always to ground. And how many select inputs we have? 3, X, Y, Z. So X, Y, Z are the enable, are the select inputs. So these are the inputs and these are the select inputs. So just for one problem, let me explain in detail how multiplexers uses as Boolean function generators. You already know the meaning of giving the function like this. What is the meaning? The function is taking 1 for these input combinations. Let me write the truth table for this. The inputs are X, Y, Z. So you get 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0. Then 0, 1, 1, 1, 0, 0, 1, 0, 1, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1, 1. So the function is given like this. Mean terms are 1, 2, 4, 5, 7. What does it mean? For 1 the output is 1, 2, 4, 5, 7. For other combinations the output is 0. That is what the meaning. That is what the meaning of giving the function like this. So this is the function. This is f of x, y, z. This is the function, right? So this is what the meaning. So now, if you give x, y, z as 0, 0, 0. If you give x, y, z as 0, 0, 0. What happens in multiplexer? It selects D0. Am I correct? Depending on the select inputs, 1 out of 8 input lines will be selected and that will be sent to the output. The logical value of that input will be sent to the output. So if I give x, y, z as 0, 0, 0, you get y is equal to what? D0. 0, 0, 1, D1. 0, 1, 0, D2. 0, 1, 1, D3. 1, 0, 0, D4. 1, 0, 1, D5. 1, 1, 0, D6. 1, 1, 1, D7. That's how the multiplexer is going to work when I connect enable input to ground and when I get the select inputs. Now, let me start from first. When I give x, y, z as 0, 0, 0, what is the output I should get? 0, 0, 0. What is the output I should get? 0. In multiplexer, which input is selected? D0. So, connect D0 to 0 or ground. Connect D0 to 0, or if you want it to be more simpler, connect this to logic 0. Can you see? Connect this to logic 0. Correct. Now 0, 0, 1. 0, 0, 1. What is the output? 1. In multiplexer, which is selected? D1. So connect D1 to logic 1. Or connect this to VCC. Next 0, 1, 0. 0, 1, 0. D2 will be selected. And what is the output you expect? 1. So connect D2 to 1. D3, 0. So connect D3 to 0. D4, 1. Connect D4 to 1. D5, 1. Connect D5 to 1. D6 is 0. Right? D6 is 0. So connect D6 to 0. D7 is 1. So connect D7 to 1. Okay, simple. When mean terms are given 1, 2, 4, 5, 7, connect 1, 2, 4, 5, 7 to logic 1. Connect 1, 2, 4, 5, 7. This is 1, 2, 4, 5, 7 to logic 1. Okay. Other terms, except 1, 2, 4, 5, 7, what are left out? 0. 0, 3, 6 to logic 0. That's all. So you will be getting the output. Very simple, right? We don't need any external gate. Just have to connect these to logic 1, remaining to logic 0. As these are the mean terms, I expect for these combinations, I expect the output to be equal to 1. So these are connected to 1, logic 1. Other terms are connected to logic 0. That's all. This is what the implementation of a given Boolean function using multiplexer. Very simple. Mean terms, connect them to logic 1. The other terms, connect them to logic 0. That is what the truth table you are going to get, which corresponds to this function. Okay. This is 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1, 0, 0, 1, 0, 1, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1. Okay. That's all. So any function, if it is given to you, you can easily implement. 2 function, select 4:1. 2 variables, select 4:1. 3 variables, 8:1. 4 variables, 16:1. Same way. Whatever the mean terms they have given, connect them to logic 1, the remaining terms to 0. That's all. That's how you implement a function using mux. Multiplexer, you have 2 or 3 experiments in your lab, you are going to learn. But now the question is, okay, I'll take up the next problem. Hope this is clear. Okay. Okay, now look at the second question. Implement f of a, b, c is equal to summation 0, 1 to 7. Implement f of a, b, c is equal to summation 0, 1 to 7. A, B, C, 8:1 marks. Connects D0, D1, D2, D7 to logic 1, remaining to logic 0. So you need 8:1 marks to implement this function. But look at the question. Implement this using 4:1 marks. Exam, you can expect these types of questions. Using 4:1 marks. Let me write the logic symbol of 4:1 marks. How it looks. 4 inputs. Okay. And how many select one? Let me take one enable input also. Enable input, and enable input always this has to be connected to done. 4 inputs. How many select inputs? 2 select inputs A, B, or it can be B, C. Anything you can whatever the variables you want you can denote. And how many output? Y. 1 output. So this is 4:1 marks. I have 4 inputs, 2 select inputs. But here I have 0, 1, 2, 7. So minimum 8 inputs I want and 3 select inputs. But the question is to implement the same function using 4:1 marks. So what can be done? Okay. So now we must write the truth table for this. I have 2 methods. I'll explain both. Now we can to implement this using 4:1 marks. To implement this function directly, I must go for 8:1 marks. But the question is to implement this using 4:1 marks. So let me take 4:1 marks. So this is what the 4:1 marks. 4 input pins, 2 select inputs, 1 enable input, and that has to be connected to ground. Done. And 1 output. Now how to implement this function using this mux? For that, you write the truth table first. Truth table A, B, C. Correct? And Y is the output. 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 1. 0, 1, 0, 0, 1, 1. Correct? Wow. 1, 0, 0, 1, 0, 1. 1, 1, 0, 1, 1, 1. These like similar problems you are going to get in your exam. So these types of problems are very important. Okay? So now what are the mean terms we have? 0, 1, 2, 7. 0, 1, 2, 7. Okay, for these the output will be 1. For other combinations, output will be what? 0. For other combinations, output is 0. You write that. Okay. So now listen. When you select A, B as select input, see out of these 3, 2 can be taken as select inputs. Either you can take AB as select inputs, BC as select inputs, or AC as select inputs. In your exam, sometimes in the exam, using 4:1 marks, take AB as select inputs, take BC as select inputs, take AC as select inputs. Like that the question will be. Here, they have not given anything, so you can take any two variables as select inputs for 4:1 marks. Now, if you take AB, the first two variables, your work will be simpler. So let me take AB as select inputs, A, B as select inputs. So which are taken as select inputs here? A, B are taken as select inputs. So if A, B 0, 0, D naught, Y will be equal to D naught. See, if A, B 0, 0, for the first two combinations, A, B is 0, 0. For these two combinations, what is the output I get? D naught. Am I correct? 0, 0, D naught I'll get it as output. Still I have not connected anything to D naught. I should see the truth table and I should connect the proper value to D naught. We'll do that. And when AB is 0, 1, D1 will be output. 0, 1, D1 is output. 1, 0, D2. So 1, 0, 1, 0. For these two combinations, AB is taking 1, 0. So this is D2. 1, 1, D3. Correct? So, truth table you have divided into 4 sections depending on which select inputs you are taking. AB I am taking it as select inputs. So 4:1 marks. If AB is 0, 0, D naught output, 0, 1, D1, 0, 1, 0, D2, 1, 1, D3. Okay? So now what to connect to D naught? That is important. See, now analyze these two conditions. When AB is 0, 0, irrespective of C variable, what is our output? 1. When AB is 0, 0, for both the conditions, output is 1. So you can connect D naught to 1. So connect D naught to logic 1. Connect D naught to logic 1. Why we have connected D naught to logic 1? Because if AB is 0, 0, Y will be equal to D naught. And what is Y? For both Y is what? 1. So connect D naught to 1 so that for both the combinations you get the Y as 1. Done? Next, when 0, 1, 0, 1, Y is 1. Second case, Y is 0. So what to connect to D1? For the second condition, when AB is 0, 1, if C is 0, Y is 1. When AB is 0, 1, if C is 1, Y is 0. So just look at this. Compare output with the third variable C, because I have only the option to give C. Compare your output variable with C. If C is 0, output is 1. If C is 1, output is 0. So your D1 is C bar not of C. If C is 0, output is 1. If C is 1, output is 0. So D1 will be not of C. So connect D1 to C bar. This will be C bar. C bar. One more variable. If you give that input as 0, you get it as 1. 1, get it as 0. That is what we want. If C is 0, when AB is 0, 1, D1 will be connected. What is D1? C bar. If C is 0, 1. If C is 1, 0. That's how the multiplexer is going to work. Next, 1, 0, 1, 0. What is connected? D2 will be connected. But what is the output I want? See, look at the combination. D2 is taking 0 irrespective of C. When AB is 1, 0, what is Y? Y is 0. So connect D2 to what? Logic 0. So connect D2 to logic 0. You can connect it to ground otherwise. Okay. Similarly, for D3, 1, 1. AB is 1, 1. D3 is the output. For D3, analyze the output. If C is 0, output is 0. If C is 1, output is 1. So what is D3? D3 is same as what? C. So D3 is equal to C. Okay, that's how you implement. Now you give the values. 0, 0, 0. 0, 0. Here you are giving AB 0, 0. What is your output? D naught. What have you connected? 1, 1. 0, 0, 1. Irrespective of C, D naught. 1 you are going to get. 0, 1, 0. 0, 1 you are getting here, but C bar is what? 0. So D1 will be connected as this is 0, 1. So what is Y? C bar. C is what? 0. So you get the output as 1. Here C is 1, you get the output as 0. 1, 0. D2 is connected. What have you connected to D2? 0. So 1, 0 for both, output will be 0. 1, 1, C. 1, 1, 0, output is 0. 1, 1, 1, output is 1 as D3 is same as C. Okay. So this is your truth table and this is how you are going to analyze and you are going to connect the suitable values to your lower order multiplexer. Okay. Fine. The other method is OR. Or you just write the K-map for this. K-map. A, B you are taking as input. So write A, B here. C here. Okay, you are taking A, B. A, B should be written here. C here. 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1. Okay. Now 0, 0, 0, 0. 0, 0, 1, 1. Maybe we have written different when we, in the usual normal classes when we have written the K-map. But here, A, B, C. A, B should be written here only as I am taking the select inputs as A, B. C. 0, 0, 0, 0. 0, 0, 1, 1. 0, 1, 0, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. So now, fill the mean terms. 0, 1, 2, 7. 0, 1, 2, 7. Other cells is 0, right? So now AB is 0, 0 for these two combinations, right? For these two cells, AB is taking 0, 0. So this corresponds to D naught. AB is 0, 1 for these two, 2 and 3. So this will be D1. 1, 0. So this will be D3. 1, 1. So this will be D4. Right now. 0, 0, D naught is selected. Small D naught I have written here. 0, 0, D naught. 0, 1, D1 will be selected. 1, 0, D3 will be selected. 1, 1, D4 will be selected. Sorry, D naught, D2. Sorry, D2. Correct? That's how. This is D2 and this is D3. Sorry. This is D2 and this is D3. Correct? So now, what is D naught? When AB is 0, 0, D naught is the output. Now what is D naught? 1 for both the cells, right? So D naught is 1. What is D1? When 0, 1, D1 will be selected. But what is 0, 1? What is D1? Compare with C. 1, 0, 0, 1. So what is D1? C bar. D3. 0, 1. Compare with C. Same as C. C is 0, 0. C is 1, 1. So D3 is what? C. D2. 0, 0 for both the cells. So D2 is 0. That is what we have done. D0 is 1. D1 is C bar. D2 is 0. D2 is 0. D3 is C. Okay. So this is how the function is implemented. Fine. Okay. The second problem. Look at the question. Implement f of ABC is equal to 1, 4, 5, 7 using 4:1 marks. Take A, B as address lines. Address lines are nothing but select inputs. Address lines are nothing but select inputs. Both are same. So they have told us to consider A, B as select inputs. So select inputs has to be what? A, B. Sometimes they will consider BC as select inputs or AC as select inputs. So whatever they give, you have to consider. Otherwise, you can take the first two variables as select inputs as the analysis will be easier. Okay. So now I have the 4:1 marks. As usual, connect the enable input to ground. Now let me write the truth table method. You can use either K-map method or truth table method. I feel the truth table method is simpler. So let me use the truth table method. I write the truth table. Combinations 0, 1 for these two, 1, 0 for these two, 1, 1 for these two. So this is D0, D1, D2, D3. Now write the mean terms. So mean terms, what are the mean terms we have? 1, 4, 5, 7. Write 1, 4, 5, 7. Other input combinations, the output is 0. Fine. Now AB is 0, 0 for these two combinations. 0, 0. So what is D0? Output is 0, 1. Compare this with C. Output is same as C. Output is same as C. So what is D0? D0 is C. Connect D0 to C. What is D1? For both the conditions, output is 0. So you need not compare it with C. When the output is same for both the combinations, D1 is 0. So connect D1 to logic 0. Here, output is same for both. So D2 is 1. D2 is 1. And D3, same as C. So D3 is also equal to C. So same C you can connect here also. C. So this is the implementation. Very simple. Okay. C0, 1C. Now let us do the same problem taking BC as address lines. Let us solve the same problem taking BC as address lines. Take BC as address lines. Okay. So now what are the address lines here? BC. BC are address lines. Okay. So now you have to be very careful. Okay, let me rewrite the truth table again as I have grouped it by taking AB as address lines. Let me write the truth table again. BC as select inputs. So BC has to be 0, 0 for two combinations. 0, 1 for the next. 1, 0, 1, 1. Right? So I'll write A, B, C 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 0, 1, 1. 1 0 0 1 0 1 1 1 0 1 1 1. I will also write the output 1 4 5 7 1 1 4 5 7. Remaining it is 0. Okay. So now BC as address lines. So you have to concentrate on BC as you have given BC as address lines. If BC is 0 0, it selects D0. If BC is 0 1, it selects D1. BC is 1 0, D2. See, we are taking BC as select inputs. If it is 0 0, D0 is the output. 0 1, D1. 1 0, D2. 1 1, D3. So you have to group the combination such a way that BC has to be 0 0 for 2, 0 1 for 2, 1 0 for 2, 1 1 for 2 more. So BC is 0 0 for which combinations? 0 0. Look for any other combinations. BC is 0 0. Search for any other combinations. BC is 0 0 here. See, this is 0 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. BC is 0 0 for 0 as well as for 4. Am I correct? BC is 0 0 for this combination, this combination. So now look at the output variable for these two. Just concentrate on BC 0 0. That is 0 comma 4. 0 0 0 0. Look at the output variable. Output is taking 1 2 3 4 5 1 2 3. Yeah, output is taking 1 for this combination. Output is taking 0 for this combination. Now we have to compare the output with the other variable. Which is the other variable? If we are taking BC as address line, which is the other variable? A. Compare it with A now. Compare it with A. Y is 0. What is A? A is also 0. Y is 1. What is A? A is also 1. So Y is same as A. For these two, when BC is 0, 0, Y is same as A. So what is D naught? D naught is A. D naught is A. BC select inputs A here, right? Other condition, 0, 1, D1 will be selected. 0, 1, such where we have 0, 1. 0, 1, 0, 1. Okay, any other combination? Yeah, here 0, 1. So 0, 1, what is output? 1, 1. You need not compare it with A. Both, what is output? 1. So what is D2? D2 is 1. D2 is logic 1. Sorry, D1, I'm sorry, D1. D2 is when BC is 1, 0. BC is 1, 0 when BC is 1, 0. 1, 0. What is output? Output is 0 for both. So you can write D2 as 0 directly. D2 is what? Logic 0. D3 is when a BC are 1, 1. 1, 1. So 1, 1. 1, 1. What is output? 1, 1, it is 0. 1, 1, it is 1. Now compare with A. 1, 1, 0, same as A. Correct? Same as A. 1, 1, 1, same as A. So what is now? What is D3? D3 is same as A. So D3 is what? D3 is also A. Right? This is how you have to do it. You have to group it. Okay? Otherwise, you can write the truth table. When you are writing itself, you can take this as BC and this as A. But you will have to be very careful when you write the mean terms. I think this is only better, otherwise you will get confused. This is only better. Okay? Now, can we solve the problem by taking AC as address lines? AC as address lines. Okay? Let us take AC as address lines. Okay? Let me write the truth table again. AC as address lines. If AC are 0, 0, D naught. 0, 1, D1. 1, 0, D2. 1, 1, D2. Now let me write the truth table again. A, B, C, Y. 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 0, 1, 1. 1, 0, 0, 1, 0, 1, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1, 1. Okay. Now, 1, 4, 5, 7. Can you see this side? Okay. 1, 4, 5, 7. 1, 4, 5, 7. 0 here, 0, 0, 0. Am I correct? Yeah. Okay. So, okay. So, correct. Okay. So, this is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 4, 5, 7. 1, 4, 5, 7. Now, AC 0, 0. Mark. AC 0, 0. Concentrate on AC. 0, A is 0, C is 0. Any other combination where A is 0, C is 0? Yes, we have here. 0 and 2 will take A as 0 and C as 0. Right? Am I correct? A is 0, C is 0. Analyze your output. What is your output? Output is 0. For this also output is 0. So what is D naught? Easily you can tell D naught is 0. D naught is logic 0. Okay, D naught is logic 0. Right? Now, 0, 1, D1. AC should be 0, 1. 0, 1. So 0, 1. 0, 1. Analyze the output. 0, 1, Y is taking 1. 0, 1, Y is taking 0. Now compare it with B, that is the other variable. 1, 0. 0, 1. So Y is the complement of B. Am I correct? Y is the complement of B. So what is Y? B bar. Y will be equal to D1 is equal to B bar. 1 0. A is 1, C is 0. A is 1, C is 0. I will take the other color. Okay. A is 1, C is 0. A is 1, C is 0. What is the output? 1, 0. Compare it with B. 1, 0. 0, 1. So what is that? B bar, correct? Am I correct? Yes, B bar. So B bar. D2 is also B bar. So it is B bar. Right? Okay, what is D3? 1, 1. D3, 1, 1. Okay? 1, 1. 1, 1. So what is your output? Output is 1 for both the conditions. So for D3, what is that? 1. Enable frequency. Okay? AC as selected choose. Okay? So this is how, depending on the address lines, you have to judge what has to be connected to D0, D1, D2, D3. You have to be very careful. Your complete concentration should be on the address inputs and Y. If Y is 0 for both the combinations, 0. 1 for both, 1. Otherwise, if it is different, compare it with the other variable except the address lines, except the select inputs. Okay? We will work out some more problems in the next video. So, thank you.